What's up, guys? I'm here with a good friend of mine. His name is
Lopez land. I'm here with McLovinsFunhouse because we're gonna be doing a podcast. It's gonna be popping. McLovin, what you gotta say about that?
it's gonna be something interesting. I don't normally do these, but whenever I'm bored or, I got time to spare, I'll just make one of these and boom, it'll end up on YouTube. So, we're gonna be talking about three different topics: being a YouTuber, video game talk, and thoughts on the future. And we're just gonna start the show with being a YouTuber. So, being a YouTuber, it's nice. I like it a lot. You do get a lot of respect for being a YouTuber. It's pretty crazy how everything changes once you're getting bigger and bigger on YouTube. A lot of people will start acting differently. And I'm just like, whoa, man, just take it easy. And, it's really fun. I enjoy doing it a lot. It's definitely like a hobby. It's more than a hobby. It's like a passion to me because I've always liked making videos for a
Yep.
while. I do see myself doing YouTube in the future because it's just fun. Whenever I make a video, it kind of sucks making the video itself, but once I edit the video and upload it on YouTube, it's a good feeling. What about you, Lopez Land?
I pretty much upload trash, but I don't know how I got like a quick 150 subs. I upload pretty much videos where I talk about subjects on YouTube or me just trolling someone on PlayStation. Well, I can't do that no more. So it's kind of hard for me to upload because I don't really do face cam videos like that. My YouTube channel, it's not really based on one thing. It's kind of like a bunch of different things that like I see a lot of YouTube channels like Leafy is here. He only talks about certain things on YouTube. I can't have my channel based off one thing because then I feel like it'll get stale or I'm just not really happy with doing like
Yeah.
one certain thing, like doing Let's Plays on one channel and, just doing stuff that really, because YouTube, it's fun for me. I like doing what I like on my channel. So like whenever I get bored of a certain thing, I don't even do it no more. I haven't really told people about my YouTube channel, but I told one person and the teachers found out about my YouTube video. After that, I was like, I can't tell no more people that I know personally about my videos because they'll probably subscribe to it on a school website or something. So I don't really tell people, but I don't know how, but 5 people at my school already found out about some of my videos. Also, I don't get on YouTube how I have 150 subs, but I usually get like 7 views or something. Oh yeah, how did you make your shirt, your YouTube shirt and stuff?
I made it on this one site called Spreadshirt. I had to make like a shop. It took like a good couple hours. And from there, I just photoshopped a YouTube logo with my name on it, and that was pretty much it. It was pretty simple and pretty easy. So, and it kind of costs a lot. Like sometimes on Spreadshirt, there'll be times where you can buy a shirt for as cheap as $11, but then you gotta pay $5 shipping. But sometimes shipping's free, so you really gotta like order it at the right time. I didn't order it at the right time, so I kind of spent full price. But it was worth it. I like wearing the shirt because it like represents
Yeah,
me.
that's the only way I found out about your YouTube channel. So yeah, I guess it helps.
But yeah, when you say that only a couple people know about your channel and that you don't really tell people about your channel, for me it's like the opposite. I don't really like to share my channel like to the max. Like I know a couple people on my Facebook page and just so many people in general, they share the living hell out of their SoundClouds, their YouTube channels, their whatever. And it's just like like they overdo it. For me, I don't overdo it. Like here and there, I'll just be like, "Hey guys, I have a YouTube channel. Check it out." And usually it's the same people that respond back to that. They'll be like, "Huh, cool." Like it's not a message or anything. It'll just be like a post, like once a year. That's pretty much it. I'll upload a lot of pictures. Well, I used to upload a lot of pictures on social media, on my comments. Just all the good things like my view count, my sub count. I'll be like, "Thank you for this many subscribers." But now, I don't really do that at all, really. If I do, then it's on my actual Facebook page, not my personal page, because I don't really like to share anything on my personal page anymore since a lot of people on there are just not right for me. They're completely different. Most of them don't even care. Most of them just be like, good job, and then they'll never come back. And I've had like millions of
Like
those guys.
I don't really talk to people on my Facebook because You know, like you said, people don't really care. I'm posting my YouTube stuff because I don't think really anybody would really care. You know?
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I made like a Facebook page, cuz like people who actually care about my channel will actually respond back to that, and they'll actually,
Oh,
follow
you have
me.
like your own Facebook page thing just for your YouTube? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I try my best not to share my YouTube channel with like people who don't really care, and most of the people from my school, but sometimes it just happens normally. And I've even had a couple of people come up to me randomly in class one day. They'll just be like, "Oh, I've seen your video on YouTube." And I remember this one dude, he came in one of my English classes. I was just sitting there bored. He came in like 2 minutes later. He just started staring at me while coming in. Then he came slowly to me. He's like, hey, I saw you on YouTube, that stink bomb prank. And he started we started talking. It was funny, but I'll remember that day. It's pretty awesome. And there's a lot of people from school who watch my videos, and people who I never thought would watch my videos watch them. A lot of them just stay quiet. I get that,
Yeah.
but you know, thank you to everybody who watches my videos.
When I used to play on my PlayStation, I can't no more. But when I used to tell people about my YouTube. You know, that was a big mistake because I'd make a chat room filled with like 100 people or something. I'm like, oh, these are my friends on PlayStation, so they must love my videos. I post my videos. Everybody calls my video. This was back when Leafy was like really really big, like he was still going up and stuff. They would copy everything Leafy would say. They would say this is cancer or some stupid stuff like that, which would make me laugh because I knew they were just like trying to mess with me. That was a mistake because my comment section was like really trash when that happened.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's what happened to me at first. I remember when I first started my channel, it was like a couple months after I had like 200 subs. And I shared my channel to
Yeah.
some close friends of mine at school. I remember this specific dude, his name was Abel. And like every day, because I uploaded videos every day, which was pretty easy back then, but I don't know why I just can't anymore because I just don't have
Yeah.
time. He would always like make fun of me and make fun of my videos, but he kind of did it in a specific way. He wasn't really like bullying me or anything. You could clearly tell that he was goofing off and that he wasn't serious. I didn't really care.
Yeah.
It didn't really hurt me at all, and I just kept growing more and growing more. A lot of people, they always kind of mess with me. They would be like, Angel's shitty videos and blah blah blah. A couple years later, that Abel dude, he asked me for a shout out. And it's funny, like he just randomly appeared in my messages, and I'm like, whoa, man, I haven't talked to you since like 2013. Yeah, he just comes out of nowhere. He's like, I was looking for a boost in my channel, and yeah, I get that, but I don't do shout outs.
Yeah.
It's very rare for me to do a shout out. That's all I can really say.
People may make fun of you, call you geek, bookworm, nerd. Don't worry, in a few years, they'll call you boss, they'll call you supervisor, senator, doctor, pastor, your honor.
I used to do YouTube videos with like other people from PlayStation. I'll try to talk to people on PlayStation, try to find the channels that like were small channels but did cool things, you know. That was like a way of giving a shout out, but I don't really like if someone asks for a shout out unless I do a video with them. I'm like, why would I do that? That's kind of weird, you know.
Anyways, we're gonna move on to our next topic, which is video game talk. This is a pretty special topic since video games, they have really downgraded over the past few years. Video games are just not the same as they were back then. I remember back in the day playing Black Ops. I remember the first day I got it. That was like the best game ever. I was so connected to it. And nowadays, if you buy any Call of Duty, which I haven't done at all, I personally like GTA 4 more than GTA 5. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I just never was connected to GTA 5. The way the driving is, the way everything is set up in that game, the way the shooting and the physics are, it's just not really for me. But then I'm actually kind of happy that video games are bad nowadays, since once you grow up, you learn that, you got responsibilities to take care of.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like GTA 5. I like the original Black Ops. When you buy a game, this is what people don't get. When you buy a game, you're buying 20% or like 30% of the game. The story, or no, maybe a story in the online, and then you gotta buy 5 DLCs. Like that's why I regret buying that Star Wars Battle.
That's exactly what I was gonna point out. The Star Wars game that's like just nothing but DLCs.
Yeah, there's like I think the first DLC got like 2, 3 guns, but the rest of it you have to pay like $180 to play the full
Dang.
game, and the disc in itself got everything on it. So you're just paying to play things that are already on the disc. That's why I don't really like games. That's why I like Grand Theft Auto, because like everything's already on there and DLCs are free. That I kind of like
Yeah,
games that are like you don't have to pay to play. You know?
exactly. Welcome to the future where video games will never be the same.
Yeah, everything you're gonna have to buy. One thing I do like though is the Oculus Rifts, or not the Oculus Rift, the PlayStation VR and stuff like that, virtual reality stuff. You know?
I never actually tried any VR, any type of VR, but I would like to one day. It looks pretty cool. I see a lot of people playing them. Like, dang, that's pretty cool. That's super advanced technology. At first, you only had a little TV to play your video games from, and now you got these goggles that are like $1,000,000. Well, they're just expensive, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah. One thing I think is funny is like if you play a VR, you don't know who's around you. So like someone could have just hopped through your window and you're playing VR with your headset and stuff. You don't know this guy's tiptoeing around your house right in front of you. That sounds just like real funny. I feel like someone's gonna make fun of that soon. Because right now, people are getting really tired of like first person future shooters, you know? That's why
Oh yeah.
nobody bought that Advanced Warfare or whatever that game is. That's like the lowest game EA ever sold.
I remember I went to Chicago this one time. It was like maybe a year ago. Well, no, it was 2 years ago. I went to Chicago with my cousin, well, to visit him,
Mm-hmm.
and he had an Xbox in his living room, and they were playing GTA 5. And then shortly after that, they started playing Advanced Warfare. And I was just like, man, like they offered me if I wanted to play. I'm just like, man, how you gonna do this to me? How you gonna torture me like this?
Yeah.
But I took the controller and I started playing. I never played the game. That was my first time playing it. But we were doing like a free for all, right? And I started just whacking him so bad in the game. Like I started just dominating him. And then he got his older cousin and he started playing with me and I started beating him. I was like, damn, I never even played this game and I'm already beating you.
He's like,
It
I'm
was
box at this.
and one thing I realized about that game when I started playing it was that it's just so horrible. Like it's nothing but jumping and sliding on walls, and
Yeah.
there's like so many crazy things in that game. It just makes it like really hard to kill an enemy. I mean, it makes it easy, but it makes it hard at the same time, since if you're gonna be doing a 1v1 versus someone, you don't want them be jumping all over the place.
Yeah, like you're goddamn Spider-Man or something, you know? I was hyped for that Mafia game.
Me too.
Man, that was a disappointment, if I'm honest. It was pretty much the same mission every time, and then, like, after 30 missions, you'd get a cutscene, and then another 30 missions, get a cutscene. Another 30 missions, and then you beat the game, you know?
That game was really popular for like a week, and I just never heard of it ever again.
Yeah.
I never played it, but I mean,
People were so
it
upset
looks
with
kind of
the aesthetic.
repetitive. All right, we're gonna move on to our next topic, and that's going to be the thoughts on the future. I live in the United States, and we have a new president. And I'm kind of scared to find out what's going to happen since I'm Mexican. I'm not illegal, but I'm Mexican. Just in general with the future, like I always mention in my videos, the future gets worse as time progresses. And that's very true, since when you're a kid, everything's nice and fun and everything's just so enjoyable. And as you grow up, things get worse. It's just a part of life. And our future, it just looks really dark. It's not like something to really be proud of. When people get excited for a new year, I'm just there like, new year, more trouble. And maybe it's just me, but I just don't really like our future. I don't like people having their neck completely bent, using their phones like 24/7. I don't like when I go out or whenever I'm anywhere, there's always gonna be people on their phones like glued to it. I don't really like that. I really liked it back when not many people had phones
Yeah, like
and
when you were a kid and stuff.
downloading. Yeah, exactly. and downloading apps from the App Store, it was exciting. You were telling yourself, yeah, yeah, new game, new game. But nowadays, it's just like, it's just too many advertisements on this game. A lot of people, they're just making whatever they can to earn money. In today's world, there's so much technology, and I appreciate it. Technology is a big enhancement in today's generation, but it's just gone way too overboard. I really like the days where technology, it wasn't too crazy. Not every single household had a PS4 in their house. Not everybody had, 6 phones all at once. I don't know. It's just crazy. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm seeing what you're saying, and yeah, like when I was younger, could like go outside. Like how people post things on like online saying, "Oh, '90s kid this, '90s kids that."
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason they do stuff like that is because they feel special since they were around when there were no phones and stuff. They think they're like top of the line. It's kind of like people who are born in 2000. They got a little chunk of how life was without phones, but you couldn't really experience like things without technology. When you're younger, you had a choice of going outside and like talking.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you go outside, I swear it's like the world's abandoned.
Exactly. That's pretty much how it is over here in my area. You won't really see people playing, basketball or soccer anymore. And that's what I like, that technology kind of takes that over. I kind of like that because I don't really like hearing, 10 kids screaming over a ball, every single day. At the same time, it kind of sucks since I do miss those vibes when me and the people from the block, we didn't even know each other very well, but all we knew about each other is that we were pretty much in the same age group, and we just would like to play outside and play soccer, football, basketball, whatever. I remember those good days so much.
Oh yeah, this has to do with the future. Like future on my channel, like I can't like upload fights. Like how you're saying, if something happens and I like record it and like a fight happens, I can't like my channel can get messed up for that. Yeah, I just learned that.
Whatever happened to those fight videos?
Oh, I had 2 of them uploaded, and YouTube took them down, and like they were saying it messed up their terms of agreement and stuff. But I swear, what about World Star? What's going on World Star, man?
Exactly,
That's
man. It's
bogus.
crazy.
Coming for the little fish, go for the big fish, Yeah, so like after that happened, I had like an extra fight upload on my channel, so I was like, oh, gonna take this down real quick. Also, I had to take videos down. Now I can't really upload stuff like that now, only to Twitter. Yeah, that was disappointing that like YouTube's kind of like taking down stuff and letting other like bigger channels get away with it.
Yeah, and for me, going back to the YouTuber topic, I always loved uploading different types of videos. Like I never like to stick to one topic like you said, or to one category.
Yeah, one job.
But one day I decided to upload like a lot of goofy videos, and a lot of them got taken down. From there, I pretty much just stuck to real life videos. I made a second channel. I could upload some stuff that I thought I would never upload on my main channel onto that new channel now, but it's not really gonna be for other people to watch. It's mainly just gonna be that I really want to get those videos out onto YouTube.
Someone took your video down, or YouTube did?
YouTube did. It really sucks. Like I remember uploading this video. It was how to hack into password locked Wi-Fi. And I did the stupidest thing in that video. I did absolutely no form of hacking. All I really did was go on to my settings in my phone and go on Wi-Fi and go to the static IP address or whatever where you can enter the numbers in. And I entered some super random numbers, and I made a cut, and then I connected to my Wi-Fi, and then I started recording again, and then I'm like, there you go, that's how you connect. And man, the YouTube team is so stupid. Like, I wish I could say they aren't, but they're just so stupid. I get the point. It's probably a Friday night or a Saturday night, and you want to go home. You're probably just looking at the videos that got flagged a bunch of times, and you just, like, this is pretty much how the YouTube team works. Alright, this video has 1,000 flags, let's take it down. Oh, this video is on cooking, and it got a lot of flags, let's take it down. They're really dumb. Like, they don't even check their, like, what the video is about. They don't even watch the video. They just automatically assume that it's flagged for a good reason. But most of the time, these videos on YouTube aren't even like flagged for a good reason. It sucks, So
yeah, like Only way they'll check the video is if it's got 100 million view or 1 million views or something like that. And even sometimes they won't check them.
Dang. A majority of my videos I got taken down, they've have like 100,000 plus views. It's insane. And then, you know, the video gets taken down and then boom, I get set back. My total view count gets set back, you know, 100,000 less views, and that just makes me upset.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I kind of just stick with normal videos nowadays. I try not to make goofy videos anymore since I'm just tired of how dumb the YouTube team is.
I'm thinking about doing skits, but I don't really want to show my face yet. The reason I want to show my face is because not only is it like weird that like a bunch of people know me, but like it's people that I know from PlayStation. When I told people about my channel, a lot of people know me from online. It's like, yeah, I don't feel like showing people secret identity. Only reason I bought PlayStation was to make YouTube videos. Had editing apps in it, and I could make commentaries. That's pretty much what I did. Now I got to change it up since I've got the PlayStation.
But you could always download like an app on your phone that you could edit from.
Yeah, no, but like it's not entirely the same, you know. I can't really edit the way I want to edit it. I'll try to like take clips out and then like I guess I'll like add music or something. It's like complicated on the phone. I'd rather do it on like a computer or just a PlayStation, because so on the PlayStation it seems simple. They made it in a simple way. On these phones, like you got like 5 ways you could edit the video: music, adding video, and like can't really add commentary on it unless I record something.
Back when I started my YouTube channel, I used 2 apps on my iPod 4th generation. I used iMovie, and then I used this app that's available like on Android too, I think. It's called Splice. And you know, I made like my first 300 videos, or I think it was the first 400 videos with just those 2 apps alone. And you know, I always did like different things. I would always do commentaries here and there, and I would always add music to my videos here and there. I did a million cuts though. Like I did some montages and I just did like a bunch of cuts. I assembled a bunch of clips together. It was definitely, you know, like you said, it's like a billion little options. That's what I worked with.
I was thinking doing prank calls again. Can't really use prank calls when I'm using my phone to record it, you know. I don't really know what I'm gonna do next on my channel. I originally, when I had my PlayStation, I was gonna do something like where I put in gaming news and stuff, you know, go to websites, like talk about things that might come out, you know, little theories about whenever this game is gonna come out, stuff like that, you know.
Something different. I like to do these here and there, like I said. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything else you want to say, Lopez Land?
Yeah, pretty much this was like pretty cool doing this, and I got a channel that McLovin's got in the description, you know, check that out. This was a cool experience. So yeah, pretty much Deuce's guy and McLovin's. Anything else?
Just make sure to check out Lopez Land's channel. He's not the most famous. His videos are pretty fun to watch. So that is it for today's video. And I will see you guys in the future. Peace.
In the Middle East.